welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. Welcome to B Bunch family. I'm Justine, and if you're new here, our family channel is pertaining to family building, infertility, adoption, parenting, and marriage. This is a video that I've been wanting to film for a while. Today I'm going to be talking about postpartum recovery and postpartum tips. My daughter is 10 months old, and so it's been a while, but I never got to film the video, and I do think it is an important topic. This is a little warning though. Some of the topics in this video, just because it's all pertaining to postpartum, might be taboo or TMI for some people, and so if you don't want to hear the TMI stuff, if it's not for you, if you're squeamish, if you're not into that, click off the video. But I'm gonna say that I'm gonna be really honest, because there's a lot that no one tells you. As I said, I only have one daughter. She's 10 months old, and I only have experience with a vaginal birth. So for those of you that are pregnant and end up having a C-section, or somebody that had a C-section or whatever, some stuff might be the same for you and some stuff might not pertain to you, but I'm gonna speak from my experience, and my experience is with a vaginal birth. My first tip postpartum is to get products that you're gonna be really comfortable with. You can use the things in the hospital. I did use some of the stuff in the hospital. It's not that it's terrible or bad or any of those things, but some stuff is not as good as it could be. They're kind of old school, or they're just things, they just aren't as comfortable as some things on the market. And your comfort is really important when healing. You're already in pain, you've been through a lot. Comfort is key. Let me just say this right here, this video is not sponsored, but all of these products are things that I use and really liked, and I'll tell you why I like them. So one of my favorite companies for postpartum moms is Freedom Mom, and that's because they just have natural things. They really think about with intention what you're really gonna need and how you're really gonna need it, and it's made by moms, so they really put thought into it. What I mean by that is there are some stuff in the hospital, like I said, that's old school, and Mama Frida has just newer stuff. And one of the main things was this, which is a peri bottle. If you don't know what this is to clean yourself after labor, if you're bleeding and things like that, and to clean yourself and to clean like stitches. I had stitches, and they do give you one in the hospital, and they give you one for your hospital stay, and they do give you one to go home with, but it's not like this. It's a regular bottle. It's a regular bottle like this. It has a little top, and it doesn't have that curve, and it just doesn't clean you as well, especially if you had stitches and have to really like get there without like wiping. It doesn't really, the bottle that they give you is just a regular old school bottle, and it's just squirting water, but it doesn't really get anywhere that it needs to go. This one, it collapses, so it's easy to carry, and it comes with a this is a like a micro bag that, you know, bacteria doesn't really get on, and so you can carry it in there. So it's easy to pack in your hospital bag, but it just comes out like this, and then when you pull it, it doesn't move around, and you can put it upside down, put lukewarm water in it, and you can hear that it comes out. I don't know if you guys can see, but it has holes all over, and so all of that is gonna hit you and kind of clean your vagina in the right places, guys. It's just better. So I would recommend that. So one of my things is to get stuff you're comfortable with, being that the peri bottles in the hospital really are not that great. So get yourself a Mama Frida one. I think Mama Frida is the only company that has that kind of patent with the handle, and so I think you have to get those from Mama Frida, but most of my stuff is from Mama Frida. I did get the postpartum. They have a whole kit for first-time moms that comes with everything. It comes with a gown, which is a really nice gown. It's a cloth material, and it comes with a peri bottle. It comes with witch hazel wipes. It comes with ice pads. It comes with a little carry case for all the stuff that comes in it. It comes with hospital socks. It comes with postpartum underwear, and it comes with a numbing foam. And so if you want to get just their line, they do sell it in a whole pack. But if you want to get specific things, they do sell them separately as well. And one of the other things, the comfort, to go with comfort, and the comfort would be their witch hazel pads, and I'm going to tell you why. Again, I say you can use the hospitals. I did use the hospitals, but these are kind of better. The hospital ones are like circle. I don't have any extras, but the hospital ones that they gave me were circles, and so I had to put like on the pad, I would have to put like 3 or 4, and they would kind of fall and be like in an odd shape. These are specifically made to fit your pad, so I'm going to take one out to show you. They're really, really long, so they're made to fit postpartum pads that are also really long, and they're really, really long and stretchy, and you can put them on your pad, and they actually do stay, guys, and they actually still smell really good. And it's just witch hazel, and it's all natural. It's not gonna harm you, but the witch hazel really does help you heal, and I'll tell you why. I really didn't know why before, but mostly the witch hazel is helping hemorrhoids, and you get hemorrhoids from pushing, and I had really bad hemorrhoids after pushing, probably because I pushed for 4 hours. But another thing that I liked was their pads. Their ice pads are so good. Like, I know you can make your own, but with a new baby, you don't have time to kind of make your own. I think their pads are great. Their ice pads, because they're bigger, all you do is shake it and snap it, and you'll hear like a pop. It's kind of like it's kind of like those glow sticks when you pop them and the liquid goes in and they start glowing. Same thing. The ice rocks kind of move when you pop it. I'm not gonna pop it because I'm giving this to a friend, but you pop it and the ice kind of goes down, and it stays cold, guys. This stays cold for about 2 hours, so it's actually pretty good, and the coldness is not overbearing, but it's enough for your healing. It helped a lot with my swelling. I had a lot of swelling, helped a lot with my swelling, so I highly recommend. There are other companies that sell versions of ice pads. The hospital does not give you ice pads. That's something they don't give you. They just give you regular pads. So if you want ice pads, you're gonna have to buy them. There are other companies that sell them, but the Mama Frida was the only one that I found that was like easy to use, and just the best ones that I personally think. So I would get these. I would get the postpartum pack, comes with like 4 or 5. I would get an extra pack. I used these for the first 2 weeks postpartum, so I didn't use them for the full 6 weeks. I wasn't sore enough after that to really need them, but the first 2 weeks, definitely. The swelling and stuff, definitely, or like when you're in pain, soreness, definitely. And then the other products that I don't have though, that were also Mama Frida that I liked, was the foam and the underwear. So their postpartum underwear is just, I did use the ones the hospital gave me, but the ones the hospital give you is really, really thin, and they're really easy to like leak when you're bleeding heavy in postpartum care, and they're white. So, the Mama Frida ones are a thicker, like they are disposable underwear, but they're thick like regular underwear. And so they're really durable, and they're gray, so it's not as bad. And they're really just durable, and I like that. I don't have any more, but it comes in the pack. You can look them up as well. And those, I had the vaginal birth ones, but they do sell a C-section one that kind of helps your C-section scar. But the other reason I like them is because the vaginal birth, I don't know if the C-section ones have that because you have a C-section there, but the vaginal birth ones have kind of like a control top to help you suck in your little pooch as it goes down that you just gave birth. So I like that too. It helps you look better in your clothes as you're going through those 6 weeks of healing and losing the baby weight. Number 1 tip is get stuff that you feel comfortable with, that's going to make you feel good and help you in your healing. And those would be kind of my top things that I used. You don't have to use Mama Frida. There are other things on the market, but in my opinion, I did try other stuff. Those were the best and made me feel the best. My other postpartum tip would be, you are bringing home a new baby. It's a huge adjustment. There's so much going on, but find at least one thing a day that you're gonna do to make you feel good about you. So being pregnant and preparing for postpartum, I heard a lot of other women, friends of mine, whatever, say like, oh my God, when I had the baby, I didn't sleep and I couldn't shower every day because I, had this newborn baby. And I get it, it's really hard. But I made a promise to give myself 10 minutes of alone time a day. And because I had a new baby and I was pumping and I was breastfeeding and all the things, I made that shower time, and I made my shower very intentional. So every day postpartum, I would leave the baby with Sam for 10 minutes, probably when she was sleeping, because I was breastfeeding, probably when she was sleeping, but that's okay. And I would take a nice shower. Like, I would turn on my candles, I would turn on my sound machine, and really relax for those 10 minutes in my shower. So even though it was my shower, you know, I only got those time in my shower, that's fine. So find something that really makes you feel good. Obviously, when you first give birth, you can't work out, but maybe after you get cleared, you could do 10-minute workouts. You have to start slow anyway, maybe working out, maybe going for a walk, maybe taking a shower, like I said. Sometimes I would just meditate as well. Just find something that makes sure that you're still doing something that gives self-care, even though you're taking care of this new baby. In order to be the best mom you want to be, you also have to be your best. And it's not always easy to be your best when you're sleep deprived and there's a new baby and all the hormones and healing and physical healing. But that would be my number 2 tip, is make time for self-care, even though you're probably only gonna have like 5 minutes a day. My 3rd tip is to lean on your support person. So some people might have a partner who can take paternity leave, some people might not. Fortunately enough, my husband was able to take paternity leave, but only got 6 weeks, and some people get less than that, some people get none. So I'm grateful for anything. And luckily he is a teacher, so even after the 6 weeks he did have to go back to work, but then it was summer vacation and he was able to stay home with us again. So it was like transition back and forth. But I would definitely say, if your partner can take postpartum, not postpartum, if you have a partner who is eligible for paternity leave, have them take it. I know sometimes jobs are a little bit like taboo with it, with men taking paternity leave still. It's still a new thing, but we can only break that taboo stigma if more men use their rights for their children as well. And it really did help to have us both home, and your husband has just as much of a right to bond with the baby as you do. So let him take his time, let him help you as well, and lean on that support. But even if your partner can't take postpartum, find someone that you can lean on. Definitely lean on the postpartum support, whether it be your mother, your sister, an aunt, a friend, your partner, whoever. Find someone that you can lean on for postpartum support as well. And my last tip would really be to give yourself grace and really just focus on bonding with your baby during postpartum and taking care of yourself and healing. Don't worry so much about like routines. Don't worry so much about what life used to be like. Don't worry so much about, you know, about like the house and things like that. All of that will come back to normal as your baby gets older. But really, that postpartum period, that 6 weeks, focus on bonding with your baby and healing yourself, because the more your baby's healthy, the more you're going to be healthy, and vice versa. So really, those 6 to 8 weeks, mom and baby should be bonding and helping each other bond and heal, and that's it. And whatever you need to do to make that the best thing for you, do it. If you guys have any other questions about my postpartum care, if you want that video that I said I was going to film about more of the mental health side of it, if you have any questions, link them in the comments. But those are just my quick tips and tricks, things I think you should use, all of it. And I'll link everything in the description box as well. So like, share, subscribe, and ask any questions in the comments. If not, I will see you guys next week.